Today's topic is expressions and control statements. This is also the revision part of Python language, which we have already done in class 11. Okay, now see what is this. Today, just see expression. Expression. What is expression? Expression is a valid combination of operators, literals, and variables. Valid combination of operators, literals, and variables. We already know what is operators, literals, and variables. If we have forgotten, then remember that operators are those things or those symbols which is used to do some calculation or do computation. Say for example, plus, minus, multiply. These are operators. And literals are just the values. Say for example 10, 20, okay, 20, 30, 40, 4.0, x, y, z are variables. Okay, so, and what are variables? Variables we have when we create a variable, say for x, and we assign a value to it, say for 4. Okay, these are the variables. Now expression is combination of these things. Say for example, if we written here c equals to a plus b, this is an expression. Here x is greater than y, this is an expression. There may be more than one operators also, or more than two operands also. We already know that the values or the variables which we used for operators is known as operands, and the symbols are the operators. Okay, we already know these things, we have learned earlier. This is operator and these are known as operands. Okay, operands. And when we combine these things, it will become expression. The type of expression depends on the type of operator we used. Whatever the operator we will use in expression, that expression will become that type. Say for example, here we have used plus symbol. This is arithmetic operator, so the expression will become arithmetic expression. Here greater than symbol is used. This is relational operator, then this expression will become relational expression. Here OR operator we have used. This is logical operator, then it will become logical expression, and so on. For a string, here a string expression, how we can create a string expression? We have used plus symbol. Plus also used with arithmetic expression. Okay, then why this plus this operator plus is used with this expression and it becomes a string expression? Because there are two operators which are specially made for string operations. Those are plus operator, this is known as concatenation operator, and there is one more, that is asterisk, and it is known as replication operator. Okay, replication operator, we will learn these things later, what will happen when we use these operators. Okay, now it will form string expression. Now come to the next page. Operator precedence. See, when we use operators, more than one operator, more than one operands, and there is some larger expression, then that time the expression is evaluated from left to right, but precedence of operators is taken care. Precedence means the operation which will be performed first, and which operation will be performed next. Okay, see, whatever we put in parentheses, that expression will become the highest priority, means those expression will be evaluated first, and then exponentiation, then bitwise NOR operator. Bitwise operators are there. Those operators work on binary data, or If we put some decimal data, then that data will be converted into binary and then operation is performed. Okay, those are out of scope, those we don't have to learn in this class. There is no problem. If you want to know, then you can go through the bitwise operator. You will search on the Google. You can see what will happen, what are the operators there, and what operations can be performed on bitwise operator. So don't bother here, don't worry about those things. Just see here precedence, then positive negative number, then multiplication, division and remainder operators. This is if we put so many operators in an expression, then and with the same precedence operators, then left to right will perform. And here addition subtraction. Okay, addition subtraction has less precedence than multiplication, division and remainder operators. Okay, then again bitwise operators, then comparison operators, then boolean. Last one is the boolean operators. Priority of boolean operators is last. Okay, now come to next page. Now we are here learning type conversion. What is type conversion? It requires, type conversion is happened or requires when a mixed arithmetic expression is evaluated. Mixed arithmetic expression means more than one operator is used, more than one operand is used. Then there is type conversion is required. So what is this process? The process of converting the value of one data type, integer, string, float, etc., to another data type is called type conversion. Okay, it requires when a mixed arithmetic expression is evaluated. If same type of data is there, there is no conversion, no requirement of type conversion. But when we put mixed operators, mixed values, mixed data types, then this type conversion is required. Okay, there are two types of the type conversion. First is implicit type conversion, then second one is explicit type conversion. Okay, let's see first what are those things. Here we have given an example. What is type conversion? In expression, we have taken one expression that c equals to 4.0 multiplied by 3. Okay, the first value is float value and the second value is integer value. What happens? See, this float and integer is multiplied, then what will become? The whole result will become the float value. Okay, here the value is displayed as float number 12.0. Later we will learn more examples here. First come to back. What is implicit type conversion? In implicit type conversion, Python automatically converts one data type to another data type. This process doesn't need any user involvement, it happens automatically. Here Python converts all operators up to the type of the largest operand, means type promotion, means the highest data type. If there is any highest data type or the largest data type, then all the data will be converted to that data type, the largest data type. Okay, it is also known as type promotion. Here promotion is done with the data type. Okay, as we seen in the last example, that here we put float number and integer number, then what will happen? The result becomes float number, that is the highest data type. It happens this because data may not lost. Suppose this data, suppose here 4.5 is given and we multiplied with the integer number 3, then what will happen? And then this will some give value like 14.5 like this. Okay, and then 5 the 0.5 value will be lost if type demotion is given, so promotion is allowed here. Okay, Now, what is explicit type conversion? In explicit type conversion, user converts the data type of an object to required data type. Here user converts the data. User have to give some statement, give some commands to convert the data to the required data type. We use the predefined functions. Some functions are there, that functions are used to convert data type to a particular data type. Say for example, those functions are int, float and string. Okay, here user forces an expression to be of a specific type. This is also known as typecasting. And generally we used explicit type conversion for type demotion. Okay, because type promotion is automatically happen. For type demotion generally we use explicit type conversion. See example. What is explicit type conversion? Here we have evaluated the same expression 4.0 into 3. Okay, now this time it gives the output as integer number, that is 12. Why it is happened? Because we have used the function int, and forcefully we are telling the interpreter, the Python language, to convert the result into integer number. Okay, now more examples of implicit type conversion. See, here we have put the value 12 in int, float number we have taken 10.23, and then we added the number. And what happened, we are checking the data type of each variable. Here int type function used to see the data type of any variable or any object. Now see what happened here. The type function displays the type int because the first number is integer number. Now the next number is a float number, that's why it displays the output as float. The value, when we added the value, what will happen? It displays 22.23. It promotes the data type to the higher data type, and that's what happens. The no data will be lost and the output will be shown as 22.23. Now again we check the data type of the variable which we after calculation we hold the value in this variable, and this variable becomes the data type of float data type. Okay, now you understand what is implicit type. Here we have not used any external functions to forcefully convert this data type to any data type. In explicit data type conversion we use functions. Here see again, we have taken two values 12 and 45. First is integer and second one is a string type. Now we are displaying the data type of both the data type. Now see what happened here. It is displaying int, it is displaying string for the two print statement. Now we are performing some calculation here. Forcefully we have converting this string data type. This is string data type to integer data type. Now the number is string data type. The str this variable will become integer data type. Now see what happened. The type of we have checking, this becomes int data type, and now we have added using arithmetic operator. We put these two numbers and the result is become 57. So, because 45 plus 12, 45 becomes integer number, and for 12 we have added. Now those numbers displays like this. Now lastly we check the type of the sum number, that is integer type, because we have already converted the number to integer type. That's why both the numbers are integer type, so the result is integer type. Okay, come to the next. Here we have put some library functions, math library functions. Okay, these functions can be used to do more mathematical calculations, but before using these functions we must import the math library in our program, then only we can use these functions. Okay, now I am going to show you these things. Now we are going to see mathematical functions, how we can use these functions, mathematical functions. First, what we have to do, we have to import math. Then we can write math dot sqrt 49 and then pressing enter key. What happened? This function, a square root function, gives the square root of 49, that is 7. Every time we have to use any mathematical functions, we have to give math dot, then function name, then values. Another example of this, math dot factorial of 5. What it will give? It will give 120. Here factorial is calculated. Now again we are checking math dot. When we click math dot, it will automatically show list of functions also, or we can type here, say for example POW, power function. This will give power function. Okay, power. Say for example a to the power x, like this. Here we are giving 4 to the power 3. Okay, then it will compute 4 into 4 into 4 and it will give 64. 4 4s are 16 and 16 into 4 equals to 64. Okay, understood? There is one trick that we can use the functions without adding math dot in front of it. What is that trick? See, we can give here from math import star. What we have to give? From math import star. We are importing all the functions available in the math library. Star means all the function. Just press enter key. It will import it all the functions from the math library. Then we can directly use the function square root of, again, that 49 7. It is giving factorial of 5. It is giving, okay, then POW, power function of 4 comma 3. It is giving. There are so many constants also, pi, pi constant is there, 3.145. This will give the value like this. E value, exponent value, it will give like this. We can use these things in any expression, anything. Okay, suppose we want to calculate area of a circle. Then what we have to suppose the radius r equals to 2. Okay, then how we can calculate here area of circle. Pi r square is the formula. Then we can give pi into r. It will give the result. Understood? Thank you.